been here for a long time. What does the year 50 signify for you?
Yeah, a lot. You know what's been really fun is I've reached out to Danella Palmer, who was the very first coach here, and I think we're going to get her back. I also reached out to Mary Curtis. Both those coaches had been here for a long time. Danella was a little angry because I guess I beat her record for length of time being here. So I was like, well, Danella, you're 87 years old and you're still competitive. I like that. The game has changed a lot just in the time that I've been here. So I think that celebrating of 50 years is really cool because we used to have side-out scoring. Now it's rally scoring. We didn't have a libero. Now we have a libero. The ball couldn't hit the net when you serve. Now it can hit the net when you serve. And the other day in practice with the team, it was really funny because we were talking about serving areas, and I explained to them how I could only serve in one little area on the back side of the court where they can serve the whole entire court. And a couple of them were looking at me like, really? Why? You know, so that's been fun to see, and I've also been talking with a lot of our alumni that are out there, and they're excited about coming back for it, and just kind of seeing the sisterhood of how big, you know, our world is with alumni. I don't even think they realize themselves how many alumni volleyball players are out there. So we're really excited about that. Our strength is going to be blocking. That's what it was last season, and you look, we beat Duluth, which was fourth in the country, and unfortunately we had a setting situation with setters getting injured and having to ask other players to step up and be setters that weren't setters, and then we go on to beat Duluth, who's fourth in the country. Like, what the heck happened there? Well, it was blocking, and that will be our strength, and that's a focal point for us that we'll be working on and continue to grow in. And you're right, the Northern Sun is extremely hard league, but you know what? That's why we want to be in this league. We want to play the best. So one area that I feel we can be better offensively, but the key there is passing, and we have to be better passers than what we are. We scrimmaged a little bit today, and I felt like, you know what? I have put setters in place. We've recruited a lot of setters that can set and hit, and that's the system that we're going to be running. But we need to pass better so we can run our offense, and so that's an area that we need to work on.
This past preseason has been the longest one I've ever experienced. We're still in the middle of it and have another week going, but I think that's really beneficial for us because we have an incoming class of freshmen who it's really high in numbers, which is really nice to see and really promising. Just getting to spend time with them both on and off the court. I'm really excited to see what the season holds.
Just with it being the 50th season of volleyball, is that something as a team you've talked about, or does that add or not add anything to a season as you head into it?
We've kind of mentioned it, and I think it almost makes most players like reminisce and realize that this has been going on a lot longer than just us in the years that we've been here. And a couple players have come into the gym that Tammy has introduced to us as past volleyball players, and it's just been cool to see that there's a life outside of volleyball, and just how much volleyball impacts them as players and how that carries over into the real world.